I'll be back later.
Have fun.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Sorry it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give us a kiss. Now come and sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Whoa. Oh, my bad. Okay,
Can we talk, Gran?
let's talk to Gran.
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? What an odd question, Gabriel. Of course, you always were interested in monster movies and all that other weird. I don't know anything about it, dear. Too much else.
What do you know?
Oh, Gabriel.
What can you tell me?
New Orleans is very southern. Still, it hasn't changed as much as other places.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes?
I don't know. Local?
Well, we used to get cottonmouths in the park when I was a girl, but I haven't heard of one being sighted for years.
Thanks, Gran. Do you have any idea what Cabri sans cœur means?
Something without something, I think. My French is so rusty.
It's okay. Tell me about yourself.
Me?
Oh, come on, Gran.
All right.
What do you do?
You know how I love to knit and work in my garden?
You're not old.
Oh, don't.
Tell me how you met Granddaddy.
I met Harrison at a church revival. Your granddad was sitting right behind me and my girlfriend Alma, and at one point, old Reverend Jim and a piece of it, one of those small add-on do's for man, went flying off. We both started laughing to beat the band. Everyone looked at us like we were a couple of loonies.
Just tell me.
I had your father when I was 22. The doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him, so I'm afraid I spoiled him rotten.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about?
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America when he worked his way through school, met...
Tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like your granddad did. They were 2 peas in a pod.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family. She was beautiful and reckless. Since you're so interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 and visit the family tomb? It would be a sweet gesture.
Maybe I will. You know, you get prettier.
Oh,
Have you baked any of your incredible molasses pies?
no, dear. But you let me know when...
You've lost weight. Are you courting a new man?
Oh, Gabriel, don't be silly.
Your hair looks...
Oh, why, thank you, dear.
You know, I always tell people that my gran is the prettiest grand old belle in the city.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to go up to the attic, Gran.
Be careful of the dust.
I think I'll take Daddy's sketchbook with me. There's nothing I want in there. It looks pretty heavy.
An elaborate mechanical clock.
I don't think I ever solved that. Maybe later.
Images haunt the pages of Philip Knight's sketchbook, the way they must have haunted his mind. The images touch a deep chord in Gabriel. So familiar are they that he finds it hard to believe they aren't from his own subconscious. Images, the image. Those two objects would, those two ob, those two ob.
Well, Gran, I bet.
All right, dear.
Let me try to get this down.
Gabriel does not particularly want.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do?
I'm here to see
He's in his office.
Do you know any?
What is? Never mind.
Hey.
Yeah, what is it, you wanker?
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
There's voodoo that goes on in this city, sure. I looked into it a bit at the beginning of this, but the voodoo stuff found at the crime scenes is all faked. It doesn't have anything to do with the real stuff. It's intimidation tactics.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Lots.
Do you know anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings. We know this from the variety of footprints found.
Footprints? Aren't those as good as fingerprints?
Can be. But we'd have to have a suspect in custody first, and the suspect would have to match one of the most of the footprints are smudged. These guys are so casual in their expertise, it's maddening. Like they know we'll never find them.
What kind of evidence have you found?
No fingerprints, a few bare footprints. Found a few fibers, but not many. The weirdest one was leopard fur.
Leopard fur? How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the voodoo murders case. Now, the first murder occurred about 8 weeks ago. The MO was the same in each murder. Lake Pontchartrain was a 7.
Describe the crime.
Now there's the corpse itself, minus the heart. Around where the body was killed, we find marks and flour and blood. There are traces of wax from candles, red and black. Ordinary wax candles, so the lab reports. Also blood and feathers of chickens. Also goat's blood, and plenty of the victim's own.
What's the coroner say?
The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and...
Lovely.
Don't even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks before the incision. Literally scared to death. The knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife. Probably a ritualistic dagger.
Any witness?
Nope. There's never been It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see, and so nobody sees nothing.
Know anything about the victim?
The victims are all out-of-towners.
Oh, nothing, never mind.
Sure, no problem.
What can you tell me?
You and me grew up. It's a pretty nice place. The quarter's getting a bit too wild. Not quite what it was when you and me used to hang. Hell, I've never known anything else.
Do you know anything about...
The only thing I know...
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
Hell no.
True enough. Tell me about you.
For the book?
Sure.
Okay, what do you...
How'd you like working on the police force?
Are you kidding? You know I love...
What are your plans?
Well, you know, I don't like to count my... I don't see why I can't be the chief of police. I already know the mayor and my record is one...
I'm sure it's...
Yeah,
Got any hobbies?
yeah, making your life...
I'm serious.
No, I'm a freaking ballet dancer. Jeez. Yeah, I was #1 at the Louisiana State Fair Marksman Contest. I play trumpet, too.
You know, put your lips together and blow.
How's your home life?
Oh, real funny, Knight. Why don't you just bring in some frickin' salt?
Well, you know Annie left me. My home life is shit.
Right. Just tell...
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? We used to piss off. You'd act like you were gonna toss her an eraser or something. And we used to do it at your grand's, too. Like with the remote when she wanted to watch her soaps.
Yep. And it was a great way to pick up women in the library. Oh, those were the days. Just tell...
You know, my doctor told me I've got a little family of ulcers starting. I wish this case would end so I could get some rest for...
Just tell...
My back hurt.
Oh, no.
It's
What's the status on the...
It's going. Can't seem to make any progress, though. Sluggish.
How about getting me some coffee?
Coffee?
Should that surprise?
Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict.
Yeah, it's me.
It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies. It's your stomach. I'll get you some when we're done.
That long?
All right.
Hmm.
Don't touch anything while I'm gone.
If Gabriel does, Mosley's off. Logs of unsolved.
Here, drink it.
Thanks. Can I ask you...
You're the right...
I got those photographs.
Really?
Astonishingly...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A cop, author?
You and...
Why not? Of course you'll have to...
Well, okay. I'll call the police photographer. Franks, come here a minute, would you? Bring your camera.
What did you need, Detective Mosley?
We need a picture, please. And make it a good one, huh, sweetheart?
Sure, sweetheart.
Say, chintzy.
Was there anything else, Knight?
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight, make it fast.
I think the thing has to be open before I mess with the thermostat.
The gauge is fixed in place.
I guess it's day 2.
Would you just get in? Hurry up.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Can I ask you,
You're the...
do you know anything about...
Yeah, all 7 victims. We got all the marks on file, but we haven't figured out what, if anything, they mean.
Can I see the other?
Sure. Might make the book seem more mysterious. Go talk to Officer Franks. Tell her I said you could see the file.
Have you ever...
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
Okay, so I gotta get...
The suit.
Can I ask you a few...
I'm sorry, sir, but I really...
Just a few
Officer Frick or Detective Mosley could probably be...
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
Can you get a file for me?
What file?
The Voodoo Murders file?
Really? There it is. You can look at it all you want, but don't leave this area with it, okay? And no photocopies either, I'm afraid.
Of course.
It's an inbox. Those two are... The police file contains partial patterns.
Don't leave the room with that
I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask you about...
You're...
I got those...
So you...
Let's... I don't...
Ugh. Come on, Mosley. Get moving.
Franks, come back in here with that camera.
Now what?
That clown wants another pic.
Of course not.
Anything else?
Hold on a sec while I go check my hat.
Yeah.
Let me see that file again. Just want to check this machine here.
Those two objects. Gabriel has a photocopy.
I want a copy of these strange marks. I'm sorry to...
What you need, boy?
Mind if I pick...
Go ahead.
Do you have any idea what Caprice sans cœur means?
No.
Tell me about you.
My name is Tucson.
What exactly?
Oh, I keep the place tidy. People come to pay their respects.
Tell me something.
You know why the dead are buried in tombs, not in the ground, don't you? The water table's too high. Them coffins would float right out of their graves. Them dead would go floating right down into the water. Course, if it were Mardi Gras, nobody'd even notice.
What can...
They say it was part of an old...
What do you know?
Ain't it just awful? I don't...
What could... Do you know...
Snakes?
Do you...
No.
New Orleans is the name rock. New Orleans. This old...
There's probably no one...
An angel with a cross. It's an imposing mark. The marker reads,
These are Grand's folks. I never knew them.
here and there in the are rot
I hope that's...
several generations. It's right.
I knew you'd miss...
The excitement.
Don't... Could you do so?
Sure. What?
Could you see what you can find out about a woman named... Oh, Jess, you know...
Anything else?
I can't think of...
Okay.
Do you have mess...
Nope. Well...
Oh, it's the end of the day.
It's about closing time.
So it is. Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay?
The dream again. Advanced 3D graphics.
Good morning. Don't you look swell today? Actually, swollen.
Oh,
So
That's
have
me.
some. There's a fresh pot on the table. Seriously, you look like hell. Your hair is sticking straight up like a... Oh, it always does that. Never mind.
ha, ha.
Did you dream about the fire and the hang guy and that lion thing last night?
Leopard, not lion. Did you get anything on Malia Getty?
Well, I did get her address, but you're a little out of your league here, big fella. The Gettys own 3 local hospitals, just to name a few of their assets. They run in very high circles.
Did you get an address?
I got the address. I suppose this has nothing to do with the fact that Malia Getty is incredibly gorgeous. I should have known you wouldn't go for a rich, ugly socialite.
And that address is...
Hey! Far be it from me to postpone your total humiliation. It's 557 West England. That's a garden district, a state city.
That's all I wanted to know. And yes, my dear, Malia Getty is the most dangerous-looking diversion I've ever seen. Ouch!
Oy, men.
Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for today.